My name's Jane Kramer, and I come to this workshop from working in adoption for 7 years for an agency and continue to work in adoption and foster care now. I'm a social worker and have helped hundreds of families with the preparation for adoption. Had the opportunity to travel to primarily Asian countries, so I have and visited orphanages, so I have a little bit of insight based on those experiences, and then also working with families when kids got home to see what, how that was going for kids and for parents. And then I'm also an adoptive mom. I adopted both my children. The oldest was born in Cambodia, and she's 7 now. She was 9 months old when I brought her home. And my little one is 2.5, and she was born in Vietnam, and she was 7 months old when I brought her home.
We've been in the process for a long time. We started out in Vietnam. We spent a lot of time in that program, and that came to an end, and we had to switch. We didn't think it was going to happen, but all of a sudden it happened. So
that's great.
We're very happy, but kind of freaking out. And so this is a good time for this class to happen.
Very good timing.
Yeah.
Just really the freak out part. Really, we're at boxes of everything. Any kind of baby thing. Just it's arriving every day is another box. Where does this go? Where do we put this? What is this? How does it go? So we're kind of in that stage right now, and then doing renovations right now. Just trying to get all the stuff done before. Our thing is, we don't do it now, it's not going to get done. So
we're sort of in that mode, and I sort of feel like, why didn't we do this months ago?
Or years ago.
Yeah, but nothing seemed real, and it seemed like we had all the time in the world, and now all of a sudden it's coming down to the wire.
Yeah. Well, and I think one of the things that happens when you adopt, you think somehow you're going to jinx it if you get ready. And that's one of the reasons I think a workshop like this is good and a group like this is good to get together and talk. You just get in your head that if you get everything ready, you're going to have this big disappointment. Well, I'd like to start with, and maybe what we could do is separate the group into women and men, and just take a few minutes. I want each group to come up with 5 things they're worried about. We have on the agenda a little bit about the impacts of institutionalization, and in terms of medical history, consulting with a doctor who has experience with international adoption, and that's really key. So that you have, we'll touch on a few things today, but just so you have a good understanding of what the risks are, what to look for, have that doctor lined up that you can meet with them when you get home, and one thing that's important is choosing your pediatrician before you head out, if you haven't done that yet. But, so we have that on the agenda. Picking a name. I know that can be a challenge, because in the adoption world, some people don't change the child's name. Some people have maybe part of the child's given name as their middle name. You hear from adult adoptees that maybe they wish their name hadn't been changed. Meeting your child and bonding, we'll definitely talk about that. Being a transracial family or a couple family, it's very normal throughout the adoption process that in the beginning you worry about your paperwork. And then once your paperwork's in, then you start to worry about, can we afford it? And as you kind of come to terms with whatever you're concerned about at that moment, then you just find something new to worry about. And that's parenting. I mean, it starts out, that's your early parenting work.